Mame na se oguso a eka me ho anopai na wotwe dwumadie na wo hye no made kan abo amane se na no ukuda na omampani John Dramani Mahama ene ensamtwerefo bi ehia ye ensamtwerefo nyina ba nya ye nyina ne ebetumi akọ eye mampani atena ye nyame adom na me wo ho ma ye ne mampani kodi nkomo wo de wasem bisa kọ na wo de ho anu ye aba na anopai ne ye hye aban yi eba no ede na oka se obeye na obedru ye so ne mu de wen na waye so far enwuma anase eye policies a aban no ede atodwa de wapa ho tuma no adwuma no ekosen yate ho nka eno na ye behwe emu amanebo ebo ha ne ho sede tie ntu hwa na eda no eye bobosom de tusu odu na omampani ehia ensamtwefo na no oku de ya na efi hono a we eye ne second term a eye owomu no we eye diedi kan a wone ensamtwefo ehia na onyoma din komo na ye bisansam na ono soso no wayi anom na wohwemu a dwumadie no eye dwumadie bia na wode ekire adwuma waye so fa bosome wotwinie ya wo hyase edi ne dwuma semampani no sen na enyoma kọ na wo so de ho amane bo etudwa na ebiem soso no na wo so boya mane na ye hye sede a ehye no etie na ye hye abosome wotwinie ya NDC abayi ese ne dwumadi ase no omame ate ase 24-hour economy eya sam kese bako a afi etwam ne entoaba NDC eboy no na edimu akotene eno no se ebebo ebe tenase a ebe ma shift abani padodo ebenye dwumaye na eno ka ho get fund se ye kasei yenim se na kasika ye eda so se bia ye mamo sika 1 million na ho anase eba musanka biem no empenyifo ahye se omma yisa etire na ne bua so na fi ho nti omusa betumi akasika no a abobese 7 billion na mebi etwem no na eye bese 3.6 billion na aban no apagemu ede akodu sampempen so no sanso na national health insurance scheme no so ni sika na wo so mo saka no so no empenyifo ayisa eye niti no afri so edanchen so a wo hye eye political appointees ya etode bia aban ejapade aban ensase wo mototo no aban eba ya na ne wode tabo eto so ekyese obi entumi entutu ene aban asase no obi entumi nto eno so no omode ho asem eba ya ye nyina ye di mo enkomo aban no sanso epa code of conduct ntoma ekyese wo bia obebo din na wo besom sasoafo anase kwankyerefo ewo na aban mu no wo su ni ban bia wo se wo danadi ne ma bi hodma enisa wo ye se wo be hu birthday sakese na wo to kasa kese na omudi dem no ni nyina no eka code of conduct ne ho a wode baye wode no fee stress aba ye no ahyase eye adwuma se oba ekọ eye aban university suapon foforo o wremu na no freshers no aban etua sa school fees no edema wo mo a eno so ahyase eye adwuma ya wo taxes bi wo hodma ya fe etwemu ene entobo mu no aban ne ka semfa so bi eni so ya na aban dada no ede egisika efi Ghana for hodma na emwa na ba ko ye e-levy betting tax ena emissions levy no krompo de wo mo so mo gitu but anhyase anya adwuma ne mum de na eye adwuma ye betting tax ene e-levy na aban ba ye wayi afi ho ena eno achi so Mahama case we no eye bibia eba beboa won se ye wo ha yetumi di dwuma obi di ne yare ba wo hiamoa na health insurance emfa sa Mahama case no eye de omode ba beboa ma omanfo enya pomuden papa eno so mapa hontoma ama omode aduruma se beje fie ho hyehyɛ no eguso ekonanim afei abosome nwotwe obi beka se controversies be na aba ede na aba Ghana fo abo aban yeti pa ese entwaye ene ehun komodie emu kesepa na eye ECG containers bi omo kyese ebedru porta soafo no hwe nyama hodne so beka se containers no ayira na kyese ho sem be ye bebre na be sapem ne akire ene na ayira emu komo no eba ye di mu komo bebre sameje mfi so kokoma na agrada ye ne wodi senseme eda ensawon prison so no okoma ne dollars eno so nsem ebe ye bebre no ano eno so eka ho bi ena ye se ye kase na nkasa no penyo no na ye twetwe former NDC owura fififi avikwete ede atudwa se abandada ne mufuo bi ya dwimudie womadi omani sika bo omani ka nke wo se emra ne omudi no omo a womo ehwe sa emra kwanso ade dwuma no ene safo no extra deals ne chese omo nyina ekọ apam agisika agenioma se omo beye asem no basa eno so no ye wura kwete ensem no adimu akotene pa na NDC amanyoko na kandifoɔ bi executives a wɔn ho bombom ɛwɔ Galamsey sensemi mu edi ba ko betodwa na ɛyɛ owura Joseph Yamin ɛna owura Abanga mo sɛ Yamin ɛyɛ national organizer owura Abanga so ɛyɛ third vice chairman ɛma NDC wɔn nso so ne ho asɛm ɛbaayɛ ɛna bɔhyɛ aban ɛhyɛ koko akuafoɔ sɛ nkɔmɔ bɛto koko buo mu bɔtɔ amna kodu bɛsɛ 6,000 Ghana cedis no ɛkɔ wi akyire sikɔmɔ de tumu no na ɛnkɔ baabi koko akuafoɔ edwa lai wei ɛne nneɛma bi akɔso aban mu a Ghana fo binom ɛbo anyo so afei nso yɛnhwɛ aban no ayɛ launching yɛka launching a wɔn ɛhyehyɛ bi broma kɔpa ho ntoma na asem kɛseɛ ne sɛ ɔmo pa ho ntoma wie yɛ no adwuma no ɛkɔsɛn emu baako yɛ 24 hour economy yenim sɛ aban na launch de hyehyɛ aban no na yɛ deɛ wo yɛ adwumako na pɛso do ho sɛmu a mfaso a wobenya rebate a no ɛyɛ taxes ɛto a wɔn bɛtete so ama wo ɛne nkane akora fita na adwuma do de kɔ a ne nyina no ɛyɛ mfaso bi a wobenya ɔma pa ho ntoma yɛhunu sɛdeɛ na adwuma yɛ ɛkɔ ɛda nkyɛn so a Women's Development Bank nso a mampani abedi akyire ɛhyɛ Ghana ne ɛma nyina ɛbɔ no ɛno so no yehu yɛnti kitamenti jame ehunu baabi ampempen so na duru adwumawura nso so we no ɛhyɛ Ministry of Youth and Sports ase ɛno kwa Ministry of Youth and Development menka na saa ya Pablo enedie ne wɔn ɔkɔpa ho ntoma National Apprenticeship Program no so mapa ho ntoma ɛno so no yɛnhyɛ dan hunu na adwuma yɛ wɔn so mo gu so ɛkyerɛ mabu na wɔn ani gye ho no edin yɛhunu baabi a ne pɛmpɛn so akosi free sanitary pads no ɛyɛ bibia na aso ɛhwɛ ngoma sua wonsɛm so na ɛkyɛ yegusu ɛhwɛ ne mu so mo ba me yɛhunu data no schools ahe no makyɛ ɛma ahe no makyɛ de ama wɔn mo abosomi du mienu ni nyinaa anasa mo abosomi mienu pɛ na wɔn agyae ɛno so ɛyɛ bibia konkɔn hɔ no ma ɛho nkɔmɔdie ɛbɛba akyire san so ɛna nsakraya ɛba yɛ ɛwɔ to a yɛtua yɛ V8 ni mu no ɛno so finance minister de ho asɛm to dwa ora enso a yɛrɛ kugye tabla kwade o mani ma wɔn yɛ nhwehwɛmu ewie de kɔda mampani attorney general asom no ɛno so so wɔ hɔ no ma yeguso ɛtwɛn ebi mo hɔ no yɛrɛ adubu ahene ne yɛrɛ san so ɛna gift ɔware ne kunu ne nipa bi ɛka ho National Service Authority hɔ no so ɛno deɛ no ɛda hɔ ɛna Black Star Experience ɛno so ɔmapa ho ntoma mampani kodi asa yenya ehu sɛdeɛ no so ɛho asɛm ɛteɛ nti wei ɛne nneɛma bi a yɛhwɛ nim so ɔmapa ho ntoma wie no ne sunsuanso ne bɛdadi na Ghanafo ahunu afe yɛnhwɛ amamo yi mu no ɛhefa ɛna sinto kɛseɛ ɛwɔ paa obroni ɛbɛka sɛ ɛba no sikasɛm no ne gyina yɛfrɛ bi GDP sɛdeɛ sidi ne benya na hoɔden ɛnneɛma bo nso odwom sɛdeɛ ɛbɛkɔ fam ɛna ɛyɛ besia kora wɔkɔgye no sɛ interest na ɛbɛkɔ no ba bi gyina no Bank of Ghana ɛhwɛ ho totoyɛ ɛne ɔman ne sikasɛm ɛnyini ɛno so ɛwɔ ɛyɛ baabi a obi bɛka sɛ sinto kakra ɛwɔ mu afei nso yɛnhwɛ Bako ntɔkwa yɛ no so ɛsɔre yɛ nipa pii no ahwɛ wɔn nkwa japadeɛ dodoɔ na sɛ yɛ bɛka ya IGP to anamɔ nkɔ wi akyire kora no na yanom atoto abɔ ɛyɛ ka IGP ɛde kɔ yɛ mu nyamea do se no adadin kakra yɛ mpanyifo gu so a ɛkasa asante hina nkasa ɛna gyina ma wɔhwɛ sa somdwe nkɔmɔ ɛbɛkɔ so Galamsey kon no ya ɛhɔ na yɛ gyina sesei nano amampani hye asɛmtwerɛfo nsɛm bi ɔde to dwa bebre no bo anyo so sɛ me bi atwam no mo sa ɛyɛ state of emergency wɔn fanto so na fama godie tuo nyina na wɔn ma brebi a obia entubiem mampani sɛ no no yɛ de atwa to koraa post for so na wɔn kɔ task force a ɛkɔhwɛ ɛyɛ sɛ obi enye Galamsey ne so no mampani so ɔmasan so ama wɔn nyina aba back nti ese no obi nim de ɛkɔ so ɛwɔ kwaye ne mu ɛna akwanhyia dodoɔ National Road Safety Authority amenya ne tiasafu we nkwa no abosumi sie dikan nipa apem ne ahanum 1500 ne akyire na hwɛ ɔmo nkwa wo de toto afie atwa mu de ne ho a afie we de ne kɔso ɔha mo nkyekyɛ mu aduonu ensia ɛdeɛn na ban no ɛyɛ de afa ho ɛyɛ sinto kɛse ɛso aban na ɛwɔ so ma yɛ enyemu enkyemu ɛba no empotem nso ntɔkwa so a benyere ɛwɔ so yɛ kasɛyi nipa bi ɛno no wɔ sola tuna kalba bebre no na akɔpie mu Ivory Coast a ɔmakɔdi sensɛm ɛwɔ hɔ yɛ kasa yɛnim sɛ ɔso afɔ no hwɛ amanɔne nsɛm so kɔgye tabla kɔ a ɛtɔ na mo akɔ ɛkɔtsra wɔ mo a ɛwɔ hɔ no mo ɛno akyi so no hwɛ ɛyɛ nkranha yɛmpo no mentime ho asesɔ ebra na akpɔpɔ yi na wɔ mo ɛpete no ɛno so bi sɔre ma nipa ɛbɛsɛ ɛnan ɛna hwɛ wɔ mo nkwa ɛwɔ mu a ɛno so no ɛyɛ hɔ akɛseɛ awuwa ne kunkum so ɛkɔ so paa ɛwɔ ɔman yi mu a bebre na ɛtwe aban no adwensi so ɛne posifo adwensi so sɛ ntwa yie ɔmo fam na ensi fam nti wei ɛne enwema bi a aban abosome ɛnwɔtwe mu asisie ɛne de ho amane aba yɛ de ato anim yɛntwa ho emra na me mabedwafoɔ ɛnhyɛseɛ ɛni nkɔbɔ na hyɛwei ɛmame
Ghana ban ɛhwɛ ni mu sɛ said ye Ghana City and what day etimi eba form no afibia obetimi edi agina o hamu chichemu enum sebe year and what day ebebo man sikasemu.
And what happened was that because of the rapid appreciation in the value of the cedi, we saw an exponential increase in imports, because then people could buy cheaper dollars and so they could import more, which is a natural economic phenomenon. But on the other side, exporters are not happy because they get less cedis for what they export. And so every country tries to find out a balance where exporters are able to do good business and importers are not overburdened by high forex rates. Where that lies, I don't know. I'm not a central bank. But the cedi is making an adjustment, and I believe that it will settle at a certain rate.
And wachi uchiremu se aban debate mi biya sebe ya afem pedoni aduonu nan Ghana City ho de ba fo Mohamed chichemu aduonu num no ebi NCBM nemum ebetimi agina de agina.
People were asking whether it will go below 10, and I said it is dropping, but it will find its true value. It was undervalued at 16, and it probably is overvalued at 10. But somewhere between there, we have the real value of the cedi. And so I believe that it is about stopping rapid depreciation of the currency.
And wachi wachere sabani yenhwehwemu fa enipa bia okope dollars e wo sikakra bia hodo so de krane ma bo memu nanso wonema no embedru ha.
There were other, which we're investigating, there were other cases where people applied through the commercial banks for foreign exchange to cover imports. And those monies are transferred to pay for imports, but the imports never came into Ghana. And we've studied a period of 4 years, and over the period of 4 years, about $42 billion was taken out of this country without the corresponding imports coming into the country. I've been reluctant to implement a state of emergency in the Galamsey fight because we've not exhausted the powers we even have without a state of emergency. We have the opportunity to arrest anybody, to confiscate any such thing. There are laws for forest protection and all that give us enough powers to be able to act. Implementing a state of emergency might sound nice, but it should be the last extreme, the last resort. So for now, let's exercise all the powers we have. And if it becomes necessary for a state of emergency, then we'll look at it. It means we have to go to Parliament. The president can't just declare a state of emergency without, going to Parliament, because there's a limit to how long you can maintain that state of emergency. And so I believe that we still have leverage to continue to fight Galamsey without necessarily implementing a state of emergency. It means that we have to delineate the areas where the state of emergency is operational. And if you look at the area where Galamsey is taking place, it covers several districts of our country. And so we would do it if it becomes necessary. But for now, I think that we've given the security services enough powers to be able to deal with people who are found to be involved in Galamsey.
Meda se oguswa ekame ho edian mejeso ene abena pokua nie na se de mede kan abo amane no ye be hyase na na okuda omampani John Mahama Sian Samtwefo ene sedia ekoye mabedwafo mebisa omo view anase wo madwenkyere e wo sedia omo hye omo hudwumade no faye na yewo yewra TD Von D e wo ha ya ene wo kotwifo atimokwa abaton pesua no so a oyomo emra sebejani wabeka mensasa so na Dr. Kwabena Ajekum ono aso ewo NPP amanyoko na omo enkita wodi mu akotene me mama kwaba
yeah
TD Mache
Majeso
that is say
ready hu ye bobo
hu ye nyina bobo amen
ye hu ye
doc wo so hu ye
nyame adom
ba bia free ba party bia ye okay
ye kwane na ye wade nyina
Yeah, yes.
That's the married.
Medasimisha say oti di honom. Na last Wednesday encounter course on Panini Semchofo. So she be there.
I mean, of course, I mean, you know, I was supposed to even go there, but now, as I was having a little funny feeling in my abdomen, my tummy and all that, so maybe I will fear.
Okay.
But I mean, dog. I'm a young man, you know, unfortunately in MPP. I think I'm wearing this year. Very nice, intelligent young man, eh?
Honorable.
I mean, sure, when you are here, anyone you are sharing, you know. Nano Ukuyada. Me share His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Adia mi enuna eba metrim. Number one, this is a president whom we all know say uncontested bio. Enka will be a enka obetunu nsagun ewiem na, you know, to hell with everybody. But that's not the character I saw. I saw a character opese Ghana ebeye krabeshe. I saw a president who is willing to unveil himself. Emma Ghana fona and someone person be say ni biano or maybe sano. Within 8 months of his administration, now we have friends from Trofo. I see Ghana for some Trofo and Mokasama Ghana for. Asembia mo pese mu bisame no. Meni mo mesame. Na papai etimi etina ho. Eyiyi nsam ano. Sa ni ye sa oye kyere no. Aye oye kyere papa edi obuo ene ahobrase Emma Ghana for. And I think that is number one. I mean who say the papa. Point number two. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ni dimina. Said your di kasa ye said your ni Ghana for a din komo. As if say will be a wo me ye near her swat to abama me bio. Intabame who says papa ni soon in the bind sa no tie. Or ya hobrasieni. Or you be a dog Ghana dana kumaso. And intino kasa wakano. Aye kasa papa. Obetimi akasa ebia. Ebrea ye di masem trofo se ye misansem no. Obetimi akasa ebia na ke ye nyayanka. Ebere ne bebeka ho. Nanso megidi se ni ye no mpo so wati ni ho agina ho. Si ye misana samompo. Aye ade a asese ye bonsam mano. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama waya dear. In some na ye bisa ni nyina no so. Otimi so oye ni nyina no pepepe.
Sana hu no.
Number 2. Ade ba ko so oye ya me fe. Na me hu no se wo ye obi a wo doni pa ko si ase ne se. O bisa na asem otwi mu a. No de twi na yiwa no. O bisa asem obrofo mu a. No, the brofo you want. Me twi ni be a igbeni 100%.
Okay.
You know, but your man. When you did tree di jumano a dorsal. When you cut tree no a dorsal. Indi kemia say tree na be ya kasa a di timtima wa your man. And into His Excellency John Dramani Mahama bomb modern. Say when you di tree kasa tisahini. Ukasa okay na they said you wa obo udi no kra na de no ahweni no ne nyina oye ne pepepe emi ehunu se papa yi wo yo obi a wo pensam chirofo enhie mu. I think that within 8 months of his administration and to unveil himself to the entire public for questioning, you know, I think it was a very remarkable achievement, and we all would want to applaud him for that. Intimino, briefly, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is taking the leadership and presidential leadership of this country into a different level. Level or set precedents will be our president after His Excellency John Dramani Mahama from the NDC administration party. You have a lot to do.
Okay.
Because the kind of standard that he's setting is a standard that Emma Obuo any pere yo Emma Ghana for who said too many a Ghana for dear. Kakra ni aponi ho ama o se bra na behwe ye so medi enim ni ani wachi.
Okay.
Eno nkyeresa wo na wo no ye wakoa. Ha ye hunu bi atwa mu na anu yi. Na nya asam papa. Ebi nso twa mu ansa na anu e bi betwa mu. Na car kura yetimi stop car for more than 4 hours. Adan ya o man penin be fa sa akwa no so.
I see we.
Ye hunu bi da.
4 hours they see we.
Ye hunu bi da.
See we.
Aninti ene no wa ho man penin a wo ya ho brase ni. O man penin a ne kasa kura no buo ai wo ne kasa mu kura na efe no.
Bate.
O man penin a wo kan no kure. Oman Pedi, see, he's a realist.
But I'm saying, what Samran na kama. Yenko specifics.
It's fine.
Yenko specifics. It should be to say Galamsey. Now more call for say abandada no and declare a state of emergency. 8 months I'm abetina by mu. Muntu win declare yeka say Ghana water say in so ahuna mase say wo mo ehia double and what to me a day. A treaty so na my no credit.
No credit.
E o kan so.
E berebia no any idea ye yo. E berebe ba ya. Na state of emergency declaration no. Nanka behia. Sabre ya ye wo mi.
Ehun ye.
Hold on. Sabre ya an say Enyama say no ho nchirechire mo no. Esese ye nya abotre. Ta ho brase mi ani die mo ya no anya abotre ama me. But I say
1 minute if
the
woman
woman say. And now me no ka say no. Enyama ntutu ya His Excellency John Dramani Mahama administration na year no. So the to state of emergency declaration ho sesia no a. Di ohin na beboa yen. Ano na say ye. After all, what is the declaration of state of emergency na yedenya? Any ani say wa kojina ho announce say and then you declare state of emergency of Galamsey and I say illegal mining. Ubaba parliament be pass say state of emergency at areas
for Magudie too.
All areas are you to a former Magudie no. You declare state of emergency a national canker. It's an enemy of the state. And intinemo mobia enko hobium enya no ano no. Na ye wi ani abetena ase nya no ano no.
So menyi ni so wi abetena ase.
Hold on. That in itself is not a solution to the problem now.
And na ade na bibi atwa be solution na dey solution.
Oh God. We got to a stage a brebi atwa mu a. Aban na nkasa no ono aban ni mu nkrofo any aban no ankasa no edi wo mo akɔhye mu a wo mo tu Galamsey
difference be na we ne mu
na me no ka say me nyini so betimi abo aban nipa baako a wono no yakɔkye ne so wo tu Galamsey a president akɔgyina hɔ akase ono no a wo tu Galamsey no even though say the minister of Galamsey so abeka so tu Galamsey no ono president is on tu Galamsey there is nothing like that. Today's event is different from yesterday's event.
Okay.
And so the solutions you need today is different than the solutions that you would have preferred yesterday.
And that's what it is.
I think seriously, we need to deal with this.
Honorable. Na yedin chake se so ama Ghana for Ajimre ehwe Nnawotwe. Mashia honorable da.
Okay.
Joy News.
Yeah.
Na Mishia no at that time na ma ba mu fufuro. Na honorable energy ana ode kasa na wo hwe enei.
Ade okofo.
Nka one turn honorable back onto the road and ka say mu nka honorable nka. Nka we spending the time ni nyina he praises on President Mahama. And that's what he sought to do. But it's honorable as because in government the communication is very difficult.
Okay.
Especially when things are not going right.
And I'm very proud.
oh, here finesse. When things are not going well, here finesse. And to honorable, they are relaxed. That Okasani in our tactics, no honorable using. I can understand and appreciate the difficulty.
But were you impressed? Nnawotwe. When you saw Mampania New Year to send me a bisa no nana.
At the end of the day, obey Jumabi, right? But you can get a lot of aspects right. But in Fonso, I could be a baby bahono, a bit kata, near obeying in also. They say and cut him one bako, a bit mass and quinina, right? Now, me the president, contrary to what the honorable person Ghana for a huno, a start secret free President Kufuor reso. Say President Kufuor be there, Konyasona, or starting me the press. Now, from time to time, or share in Central for okay, asema yenu penny appear stadium. Or catch President Kufuor, na the idea to mukra by na downfall. Until your idea our Prof. Mills by Oyebi, President Kufuor Oyebi, Mr. Mahama first time Oyebi, and see a yard for ba o maimo kayeke party or nona or start this engagement way a man central for nya opportunity any o mampani bi ekonya nkita hodie we a na kaye pe obi e de sabi praises na mana na ka o senka MPP because yen na sha ase e na afoforo e be suan entanya de foforo na o hwe engagement na enye ne yen MPP beka say ekoye anasa ankoye eye ne omoa NDC for no eka after the show
Adom Siding
ono yenu apenyi ni Lante Vanderpool or say President Mahama anu year or man for Galamsey no anto na somu ye other recognized state institutions any social organization corporate organizations for nyina Adom anu yaba na enema etodwa president kan ya menene ya adwen pa aside ne ebeba ho no president say economy no enye statistics na ye obotom I think say eno ne no crepa president kan ya enti Ghana for say 8 months to 9 months akoyie say enkoyie mampanya ka no kre o say ye obotom
come say nyoma bo abafo
Ghana for say na menu aso ko market Yankopon Adom me sure say onye ye kra onam kwan so a wo si dan bi ana onim abusuafo a eto materials temo ana ye si enema nkoyie no December 2024 as enema nkoyie no what was the price for a bag of cement 85 cedis and now mo se enema nkoyie no cement price ba ko iron rods 1 track Anwea,
did you say this
any stones? Nina compare the prices then to the prices today.
Okay.
In the economy, they are able to mampa. Ten on mampa ni kan. Now taxes are hora. Aban say me ba be taxes free ho. Eko yi levy 1% free ho. Eko yi betting tax. I no krampo na nya o man ni nyina na etua betting tax. Enya o man ni nua na etua levy. O ho na 1% this car through momoa. Obi anti levy. Oko agent ho na wo send it through agent until levy unless your personal phone or your personal contacts and now they send the levy I bet it internet nye tax po on my money nyina na etua ye those two ni free ho na NDC omampani any honorable promise yes say COVID levy ye be ye free ho communication service tax ye beti so no enne ye free ho anase yate so it is still there.
But so what you say IMF she say it in COVID no.
Inti abra na omo ye campaign no. Minua. Na omo ka kire say ye be yi COVID levy free ho no. Na omo nim say wo IMF. It means one kind of crunch Ghana for. What's your explanation for Galamsey? Omo say oh, omampani ewo opposition na this opposition no. Na omo nim issues no ewo Galamsey mu senate ye. Omo ba ban mu na ombe hu ye. Enti na hu nim no. Oko share Ghana for bo eye den. Omo yi enu free ho no na omo de dum so levy bae a obi a wo man mu etua bi. Omo yi nu free ho no se na ye discuss before our show is starting. Electricity ensuo ya to isi electricity mu 2 times. Accumulated interest of over 17%. Ensuo ya to mu over 4%. Ye wie ye efitin ra se Ghana for ko bie account now our dollar account because e bia adwuma bia awudi no e wo say e bia odi dollar ene koto oniema e wo amanone anase amansan dwaso because amansan dwaso no sebi ye ntua cedi wo ho ene ye ntua naira wo ho enti dollar no ene ye didi djuma wa amansan dwaso se wo ye Ghana ni NDC for the aba se wo ye Ghana ni na sebi ejuma wo dinti o wo dollar account na wo ko yi bia ko di wujuma ye ntewo tax of 5% ya yi 11 if you ene ya san de electronic transaction asan be she ho see ye 5% into no kre na ka che Ghana for no enne den ye wi ani aba Galamsey no so ne ebe ye topica e di anwea egu NDC for nchene mu esan de anwea egu NDC for gare mu omo mid the press ye omo ko ya na wa betina ase omampani wa ahobrase na ahobrase nyenye na ebedi market na ye ko no taxes na ye increase no rubber production na cost by 70%. Insurance a cost no. Eno ene Ghana for bedi. Enye na ahobrase. Omampanyi de also onya ahobrase na so mo man.
Okay.
Ba sa na mampanyi kan no. Economy no ene obotom. Mo wo opposition. Mo ka kire Ghana for say MPP for na ye Galamsey enti ena omampanyi Ekufuado ontumi ntususa. Na wo ko Kyebi a omampanyi Ekufuado fi echi pe ye tu Galamsey wo ho. Ene Mayday TUC ekokan manumu asem ewo Mayday parade asiye asem o mampanyi ti ho na omo ka kire no ne say at that time no ma di barely 4 months in power but within those 4 months no TUC ka kire o mampanyi say Galamsey hu nsem no ati say amana say ho compared to the 8 years na MPP wo ho no enye MPP ni kan
okay
Catholic Bishop Conference and when I ka kire mampanyi recently ese won declare state of emergency omo anu masem they have about 4 cabinet ministers. Omo no mampani a dream from Emre Kosimriano about Omai taking decision cabinet level. Omo nyina ji tu mu say e was say declare state of emergency e wo man mu. E ma mampani kwampoko ni go pram e ka kire President Kufuado say enye wo no mampani dada Mr. Mahama and all the solutions e beba for Galamsey. Na ye wo na Ekufuado and na president, so you have to deal with Galamsey.
Me that say.
And na NDC for catch ye say opepa no wo ho a any 2 weeks ye betumi aso of Galamsey. Na omo de omo ba Ghana for more 1 week and then omo anumu asem a omo kan opposition. Ene ne na omampani en lead omo mama catch ye no ni mienu nyina ebo ibra. Enti Ghana ni na wo hope so omampani eku na Nado Danko Ekufuado aban anye bibi ye o Galamsey ho. Na NDC for ano de ebe ka kire wo si ye be tu Galamsey so sa na yem tro na mu kire wo based on their own words in opposition and what the president himself the to on my nyina nim Wednesday ya etwa me it shows Doctor, there is no confidence in the fight against Galamsey what the NDC is saying now, what they are doing and what the president has told the country. But as the Dr. Kwabna aje kumeka sama NPP na teneka no na Solomon Owusu abeka some movement for change. Solo Martin.
Yeah,
Bokodi.
Abedu ala adui.
Yeah, the rade ase. Enkomo ayede na no okuda mampani share sem kyerefo no. Ene di fimu ebaye na mebisa se de koso ni nyina sem bise baye anu yo mampani de baye no eso wani we impressed.
Mechia wachia menya vondi ne doc ni wahwefo nyina maka se ye party movement for change be party na nchekra
okay
na bidwa se kama na abeje o man free onyini ene o hawo tie die menu akeye na chese o man here redemption ma men ka se ne Ghana for afi sa mid the press no esanse Ekufuado ba no ye ba kumi no ana krono keta se shepudio eba na be mu ti o se ne menne Ghana fo kra nyanka sabio anokodai ye bo no bo anwe ba wa mo ne bi wow ma benia ye di tu ya chere sabeyi beyi o manfo ano so onye eno ka ho bi na Ghana fo se se to abama na so wonye prepared se ube answer ube yi ensem ano dia ene be tam wasinchen yen ye ka se komonte omo tam MBB sinche komo fama yura la nchemantin ana omo se da omo de be ma erajo mama oba no se on central for bi share tiefe me fa ne sense mi sa so ba no so de na Ghana for be so mbusa na mbusa ya de mo be ya na mo ye esa se Ghana ha ye wo sisi anyoma mienu pe na Ghana for no pese so wo Galamsey corruption krono a ekoso na ano no sika na yenim se hye nkofo botom de omo de asisi adan de omo de aye nyina no Ghana for se ye menu mienu to etiyen san konko jimre ye we se nyaduma o ana no be aduma
David
Ebio Ghana for say yen sas ni yen suo na esai ezo so de indiscriminating between movement for change NPP NDCC PP obi aye dey enum bi na me no kase ekocha bi a omoto pure water de adware eye me no se ko mo fam reporters ko ye top pure water de adware that is asem na ye ka no enya asem a obetumi de adi agro the turbidity levels of our water bodies na that's now 14,000 TU and what she abrai world health organization expect say be 5 the difference between 5 and 14,000 that is when nya dia obi betumi adaka akase odiba bidi agro ka say ye kwa koto abaro the Catholic Diocese of Accra echo demonstration prayer demonstration against the Kufuor in Nabai say no my so ombe say o my no eneti ye Galamsey asemo a me pese omampani Mahama or chart a new course for this country yen yaisa semantics no anu ye na about Galamsey I disagree
okay
because we are in an emergency situation.
There when I disagree state of emergency na na said the police task force are no more grounds are was so many na amra no more sign metoto niema biem na no na
police for your munya aduma wo ko ngojiji ngofo Adom
until we draw one okay say why you munya
but there is a standing a year or 9 months no 9 months no mu na say o mampani man and yakko so what do Omakadia mom I'm telling you they can do something better for him. Opposed to follow the here what na mind me matter of waseda. What na mind in area da. There is no way Galamsey between any security apparatus in confrontation bra won yiniska. No way. Answer of Galamsey is between enya kukudraka so mo no kono. Na bia wo bae na no bae wo se o ye ba begije ma ha na beji misika wie na se wo ko na asa ba so be pamia wo kura beti ase and until 9 months na aba no e well structured they have a policy a o mampani mo makade o mo bibi fanya adwuma and no betu ma na asem na wo ka se o tools available to him
but why do you trust 9 months no so much sense say o mampani da breso no ye nim say wo interministerial committee against illegal mining and then so no a year institutional ya o madwuma ne so mo be fight license na ne ade ekosi sen
so enka o ma me wi ba be si wasem no so
okay
na mo so betumi di yi na se asosidi a just a political actors na wosa abayi a omo cut inside deal menu akoye campaign croje Pentecost ye man position because of so chop onye onye bi anabi a mu hia obi ebai no ada so man pani be ma wo mo kwan na wo mo ahihia party ni mu a wo mo na sponsor Galamsey fo no atumi wo mo ba bedi kokonsafa 9 months because minim de mehu ana minim de make about the leadership of that 9 months sir the military officers na wo ho no they are purely professionals some of them are no personally omo political omo ni ma de friend politics o they have sworn to defend the integrity of this country. But ekoye party for obi the man Galamsey is kakoye the campaign. The pressure da omo so. To bon say 9 was soldier ni ye na dwuma no. Na obi to a wo di concern no pa wi anwum. Can you imagine so ye omampani na no opportunity to obi aba betra na so. Na wo ka asomasi asem nipa no wo hen wa be yina no. So eno ni ade enu ntina okay, so operation interministerial committee no. It was a beautiful concept. And your report now, Professor Febo what you have
Tintina maybe so say almost so shasia now obi beka so na eko
but a lack of leadership Kufuor at least Matthias catch and say one no mo a good connection. What joke Roma?
Me too.
Na mo dey dey so wutie me nkomo ne ye ya ba mo nyɛ sɛ devil's advocate.
Me too.
Yet na branch a young man ekot ye yi kodi nkomo Al Jazeera for the co interview no say Well, no catch and say every month or no man penny a good for the year connection or must ship for $40 to $60 million worth of gold every kuma or a good for the gold mine when you kuma. And it is only Professor Frimbo watching one man report. Not the one of the boldest report I married do we are saying, or to make sure one party for now can say as soon as you are benti and the account and the essay and sassy. No man penny one do and more. Not way men can say. That's what I'm saying. Doctor Mono near you know, move to the review home near so woman near handle science of way. As I said, Mono, you have no credibility to deal with the Galamsey issue. Ah, now Sir John, and Professor Frimbo Boate, and in the Nekufuadote conference room at the Jubilee House. And Professor Frimbo Boate say, all shall and Nekufuado and all catchers say, the greatest danger to a forest, Sir John, or any day.
Won't to me,
Won't you want money? Report our money, Tegodi. How more a year very go upon Grumadi. Journalists cry boom. So now you're serious, you be dealing with Galamsey. Oh man, penny, the power belongs to you. That's what I'm saying. Sir. The concepts are there. Galamsey, not ye
okay.
What the upper far was serious so Japako, Dunkwadi, Ye, police for every 100 meters. We are going to say police barrier.
Okay.
Yes, sir, we must go back and look at how are you funding political activities in this country. One of this commission. No we are o maka kire say sa Galamsey yes Kyebi de we shame and it is what ba won to embrace na afi ya chekire o seguati ye be say o mampani say omomode
8 months into 4-year term Ghana for their mama mampani yen hwe ne dwumadie e ba no Galamsey fight no a
I wish I would deal with this Galamsey thing.
Ntiano me ba pato we any bre 1 minute na ekoye next topic so into be born tofa I bet you say 8 months o shama yade Galamsey fight no
yes tie me din kan aka kire o say ebre bia ne ade ayeyo ebre bi ba ya enuema yede ye Galamsey no aban bi sheda ama ho kwa ma yetuba o man mu a afetie bibi ti say chamfan maka wasama kan me podi mabre bibi ti say chamfan engine ketwa na omo build boat na omo de nsuo no mo de dredge no omo de see in a structure no so atimi ye adwuma no sa engine ye friend chamfan sa de no sa wo jai sa wo de ba o man mu na sa mrante na ni bi omo de be si sa structure na omo building no so a structure no ya meaningless useless wo de ye hwea enye ye na me no ka say ayade ba kwa ya tusu sa ye from man mu kura enti no sa de from man mu a sa ensuo so good to no ebe free ho and uti his excellency John Dramani Mahama o kasa no ayade ba kwa ya tusu sa kese asa shamfan no ye from man mu kura obi ni kwan so odi bi beba Ghana ha bio. And that's one of the most remarkable thing. Dear me did say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ebeku atia sa Galamsey iti.
Na excavators na.
Tie meba. Say woman ho kwan. Near the san your man begu o mam ti say de na ban dada na ye no a. Wodi begu ho wie na aka che boys say mfa nko ye adwuma. Then you dey ba so dey. So the point is that to stop the dredging in the river bodies no. Stop bringing the chamfan, and that's all about it. Once that is done, we'll be fine. River bodies, no. Number 2, what you say, you declare, say, Mama will be a excavator and bomb my But you see, let's not make this mistake. Answer a declaration in Babano. Na ya load excavators, ni bebe gun shosua eba. Excavators, no, you're that when you're free, man on the bar. A gun shosua a chance, aba. Dear gun shosua and sana, yes, a declaration, you know. What you say, you're packing in your go safe events. I saw you for her show. Me no ka say you know. Answer na mpo a wo beji bekono. Ye track ye yan wadwumani ade. Again, afi ye declaration say mo bi amfa excavator ma no. I just what demonstrate say excavator na person o de ba no. Ehun hia when your contract abaya ma wadwuma I say o de koye wo concession a wo betimi aye ewo emrem ansa na wo de aba. These are the things, but you see So what do you trio? Any a giant? To say the aband that down here, no. Akọ bobọ bon profo ba ku mienu bi to pepe. Akọ shi excavator ba ku mienu miensa. Now officer wo point ya Galamsey, you be the biggest joker in our century. Galamsey akono, the we are Argentine no. And yes, sir, near the kono. Intina say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is a realist.
Okay.
He says the thing the way it is. Look, we have more than now our say about 4 million Ghanaians depend on Galamsey. That's, I think it's even more than that. I just want to not Galamsey environment to that. And it is not people who live there in Kwaneyo. You have people coming from all over the country, all over the world. And it is not a usual fight of using gun, machete, and go and bend one excavator in two. Now I'm a contact man in Fakwasha Forest. That is not the fight. The fight is that, hold on, the fight is that strategically, because you see, when you disarm them, then they will not be able to do it. But so now catch them say man yeah. Then you also need money by no find them.
But that's Dr. 8 months into 4 years.
We will win the fight, and that's what it is.
Yeah,
it's Nyama Bebe na yakeka.
Let's cool down.
Seriously, the honorable Ekani nyina ne tofa ne say enne Galamsey nsem no agensem. Say you stop it.
Na agi 9 na mo ko enye na mo ko mo bres na agi
within 4 months. Within 4 months of the administration. Trade Union Congress. I told you earlier. May Day celebration.
But we
I'll come there. I'll help you mention them.
Exactly.
So I'll help you mention them.
You use 8 years to destroy this country with Galamsey. And you are asking His Excellency John Dramani Mahama to use 8 months. I'm reminding 8 months to stop 8 years to destroy Galamsey. 8 years to destroy this country with Galamsey. I contain mine in India.
But Tidi, I want to say, 8 years. But
now, Tidi, 8 months. That is not true. And look at what we're doing.
Tidi, what you make?
Obviously, if I choke up Bob on Crawford,
but I say 8 years in near Galamsey, Abessaya.
Exactly.
Niggas are winning Ghana for
and even more.
12 years.
20 years.
Exactly.
You can even mention 30 years.
Who restricted to 8 years?
His Excellency. Offer 8 months. I mean, how can you say that?
Before 2016 election,
and make us say you can even go back to
I can't go into what's so specific with you.
Go back to Professor Mills' time. Send that Galamsey. I am saying to you, sir, from all those periods, so fine. Granted, from all those periods up to Akufo-Addo Abemi, His Excellency Mahama Bayeno, 8 months. Anu ye ni say. What you mean? 8 months ni. Now part say. I'm not here to Akufo-Addo ni. Your friend say akonta man for to nyina. Mama mama sili samra no enwie dendua was so in 8 months. Really? It must be a magical person. It was really magical.
Oh, Tidi Menya sir.
I'm surprised.
Tidi for honorable person show.
At here for the on here.
And Dr. Jeku honorable Atari make can.
Dr. Jeku
person show no.
Tidi make me too.
Me say. Ne honorable kan nyina ne tofa ne say. Trade Union Congress em ba aban mu no within 4 months. Galamsey no agensem. Enya na ye kan. Catholic Bishop Conference na san de aba. Esa asem na mo kan opposition no say declare state of emergency no Kyebi, you have about 4 cabinet ministers and omu nyina say time aso yeah an interview or Joy FM Crampo there was saying we should do it today not tomorrow. Mo cabinet minister minister of communications honorable or say sa bana what so no omampani no wo pepa or the 2 weeks ebe and the Galamsey until you don't even need 8 months. That is the Sam George. Those were the worst of the NDC. Or same would you the 2 weeks in the year, so you don't even need 8 months. Now only my own buy. Almost buy almost starting almost settings no. Yena yen hwe no. And almost call Lembele. I call inaugurate Blue Army. I say the blue gas biaba. Almost be call wiem. Omo be kontia Galamsey. In the end, Obroni say cost 90, 0, she and free mumba. Omo ye no say call yellow army. Eko graduate e crofo omo say yellow ni black. Ya hoya ye nyina hu ye. Ankosi aga. The third and what is the result? What is the result? What done natural boom? What is the result? Ye we you know, and the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources. And she are press for no. And after they want to soon. It's a Ghana form one or genin sem or the soon. So the third policy they introduced, the weeping policy. The weeping policy. The sector minister Kotina Cameron is switch there or mine. As someone catch the in and said, Obia sorry, yen sumo or mine. Now you knew no, ebe drops, getting, now carbo no. Yes, a little drops of water makes a mighty ocean. Ghana phone you now soon, send your no soon, you know, minister ni soon, you know. Now you knew so ni kaboom. Now ebe yesa poor, now call washi yen so na my. And on the third policy they introduced. And here camp policies are more introduced here. The yellow army, the blue army, the weeping policy, all those three came together and gave us nothing. Opepano anyhow. Okay. Omampanina no mutum e catch the Ghana for say. Ekufuado said His Excellency, and ato aba you know, and he should provide solutions to end Galamsey. But so on cast some solutions so na. And the solution here. But they are no mujidi as party no. And e ba ne say na mo catch the Ghana for say mo beye. Na mo catch the Ghana for say MPP for to me yet because omu ni pepano. And then na you. As I don't call it. I say 2 early 8 months soon to be 5. Almost 2 weeks. Almost 2 weeks. Almost say no when kind. The sector minister for communications. Sector minister no or no president. Or cabinet minister. Or your president. Or your cabinet minister. Or your lands and natural resources minister. He can advise the president at cabinet meeting. The sector minister for lands and natural resources about to Mampanifo about good year now. Or not say we should declare state of emergency. And the advice ben no the mama pani. Me da say Dr. Jekum solo part 1 minute. Some be kun Galamsey no. Ghana ni bia 8 months we impress by no fight. Zero detail Galamsey no. Two parties she catch say omo failure man no. Omo ni clue bi. The movement for change is saying. You are passing judgment on the Excellency Muhammad administration. Within 8 months. Within 8 months you are passing judgment. You've been here for 8 years. I'm surprised. What's on 2 weeks on movement for change. Dog. 2 weeks. You're a nice guy. You're very nice. Oh my God. You implemented state of the emergency. Can movement by immediately. Immediately. We can immediately. 7th January. Can be better. Oman Benny Alantremante Efa Kofran Swawi ya. Dasha ako ye papers the ako parliament ako wie moduma. Because for free MPP how many months in? We are in an emergency situation. Professor Sampine a research me. Professor Sampine head of pathology here university. Okoye was a macro see as any must be chimana a shorten. A mema ye potency. Ye merma yono and na ma beat a sad door so kruma Galamsey. Koda ye wo money miensa e bi ani nine no. Na no ya tariff. Galamsey you say Ghana water so move between because of the Galamsey. Second topic. So ye wo emergency situation. Such as say may the fear of the unknown and has about me no for say ye kwako jai money ye better than survival. Men tias in ama enya mine and they not surviving. Okay. Yen ye Galamsey o groma ye survival. Or un mo boss yanka o. Yeah. Tama Galamsey at the seno. Na ye ni di oboa what ya kwa ya mane oboa yanka. And the oboa ko so many dia. Galamsey na selling now honorable. Na go for other model like 2462 buy. Say ye one dey ye na no buy ya na ye se kwa ye nwure mu. Wo se mo dey say munim nyansa. Me be makwan. Mu nwure na mu nko se kwa ye no. And ya se kwa ye no. I say o mu nyina rabo. What you say? And 8 months there for me ye the state of emergency paper. But it is also not enough to pass a judgment on them. Mate. What you say? Mate. Me da say orati divon di Solomon Osu na doctor Ajekum na menyomo ejin komo anopei. Ma me ntwa me ho emra na fei ye ba enkomo a ye bedie no ye Ghana Water Company Limited. Omo de enkrata akwa PURC ese omo epe entumuti ubie pipe wo fia womo ebetum na omo proposal de omo de akoto dwan so omo pe 280% increment na ECG egi 225% ye bedi mu komo ye basisia